guys, so I'm here today with one of my really good friends, Daniela. I will leave her Instagram linked below, but I think she's thinking about starting a YouTube channel of her own.
Let me know what you guys think. I'll be reading the comments on this video down below. This Jess here has inspired me. She already knows how much of a fangirl I am.
She's so sweet. She's like one of my #1 fans.
Yeah, I'm always like sending her like in the middle of like a video, I send her like a screenshot or like a picture, and I'm like, you're so cute. Who is this person you're talking about? What are you doing?
So Danny sent me a couple of pictures of inspiration, and one of them was of Rosie Huntington Whiteley, who is like one of the most gorgeous women in the world, I think. Love you, Rosie. But the one that we ended up deciding on was this really beautiful purple sheer like glossy look
that she did for Rose Ink. You see, I'm such a fangirl.
But we wanted to like recreate it in our own ways. So Danny's, I think, is a bit more vibrant. Mine is a bit more subdued, and it's just like a really pretty look. So continue watching if you guys want to see how we recreated the look. Alright, so we're going to start out by moisturizing our face. I am using the Drunk Elephant Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil.
And I'm going to do a mixture of vitamin C and Core Organics face oil.
I typically do like 3 to 4 drops.
You see, with the vitamin C, I just do a bunch of dots, like all over my face.
We're not really using foundations, either of us, more so kind of just like face bases or tinted moisturizers. So I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter in number 3. I like to use this kind of like in place of a foundation because it's not quite a foundation, not quite a base, but it gives you like a lot of luminosity in your skin.
You see, for me, I always mix when I just want a really light like skin, like it almost is like my skin just like a little tint. I use this and I mix it with any moisturizer, in this case La Mer, thanks to Jess.
What I do is I literally will just like draw this on my face.
For concealer,
yep,
for an easy everyday type of thing, I do 2 concealers. I mix RMS in Uncovered 22, and then I mix it with this Maybelline eraser, and it's on the shade medium.
For me, what I will start out with is a color corrector. I use this Guerlain Meteorites CC Glow. This is like my go-to color corrector because it's light enough and peachy enough for my skin tone. And I'll stick a little bit of that just under my eyes to kind of get rid of any dark circles. It just adds like a little bit of an extra oomph, and then when you put your concealer over it, it just makes everything disappear. So I just bought a couple of concealers from Glossy. I was using one of their old ones for a really long time because they last forever, but they recently came out with like a fuller line of colors. So I'm going to mix G9 and G11 and use that under my eyes. I kind of got like a darker and a lighter one. So it's not quite the color that I'm at right now, but it's like my summer-ish and winter colors. Although actually G9 kind of looks good, but I'm just going to use my fingers and create a triangle under my eyes. Okay, so while Danny is blending, I'm going to tell you about my Pazzo. I'm using the Water by Glossier. I actually had also gotten a new version of this, but I didn't get the right color, unfortunately. So I'm using my old one still in the color light medium. So it's brow time. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in medium brown.
And I'm using Jess's Chanel Crayon Sourcils, and it's an eyebrow pencil on shade 30.
So, eyes, this is the fun part. We are using 2 palettes since we're doing something that's like a little bit different. We're using the NYX Cosmetics Ultimate Shadow Palette, and there's some really beautiful purples in here that we're going to be using. I also got this one, I don't know how to say the name, Claro Psych maybe, and it's their Psych box. Psychics box. Sykes box. But anyways, this palette has some really beautiful like light shades, and I got it because I don't really have any like colors. So I actually kind of specifically got this for this video, but also to play with. Alright, so I'm actually going to start out with the light purple shade from this palette. So I'm going to put that on my lid. And then I'm going to use a just like light eyeshadow shade and blend out the top of my purple color. I'm going to add the lightest purple shade from the NYX palette. So I'm going to add a little bit, just kind of like from the middle of my lid outwards. I'm just doing a lot of blending here. I added a little bit of a darker shade to my lash line from the NYX palette.
From the NYX palette, I went from mixing this little baby, and now I just put in this angled brush, this little baby, to create more of a definition, and then I'll probably mix it with the darker purple so that I can start creating more definition.
I'm actually going to add a little bit more concealer under my eyes because I was not quite expecting as much fallout from the purples. I'm going to use a couple Laura Mercier concealers in 1N and 2W.
So I have mixed a bit of the darker shade of the purple. So these have been the two ones that I've been using to get this vibrant,
very vibrant
color.
And I'm adding a little bit more powder.
So,
okay.
Curling our eyelashes.
I'm using the Kevyn Aucoin lash color, which is like my go-to.
I'm using the Shu Uemura one.
So at this point, what I typically do is, because I like to let my lashes like rest for just a second after I've curled them, so that they're not too curled, because it's easier to put the mascara on. And I'll use my brow gel now. I'm using the Make Sculpting Lash and Brow Gel. This is one of my favorites. It holds really, really well.
Mine is the Anastasia Beverly Hills.
Since the inspiration picture is like this really pretty glossy lid, we're going to add some gloss. I have this one from Kevyn Aucoin, and it is the Diamond Eyeglass. It's really, really nice as an eyeglass because it's not too sticky, but it still adds like this layer of shine. Yeah. So I'm just going to use my fingers to apply this because I think that's the best way to put gloss on. And I'm just going to dab it on. Okay, so we're going to also add a little bit of a highlight to our eyes for a little bit of extra definition. I'm using Glossier's new Play line, and this is the highlighter in Platinum Rose. So I'm just going to dab this and then use my finger to blend it out. And then I'm going to add a little like spotlight on the middle of my eye as well and blend that. Alright, for mascara, I am using this guy from Chanel. I'm not sure which one it is. Inimitable Intense Mascara. So I'm just going to stick some of that on just my, actually I'll put it on my top and bottom lashes.
So for me, for mascara, I use this Benetton Tinted Primer. Okay, so I just finished with the brown tinted mascara, like the primer. Now I'm gonna go with the Dior Show.
Okay, so for blush, I am mixing two products. I've been doing this lately because I just got this Glossier Cloud Paint in Beam, and I love the color, but I think I'm a bit too pale for it. So I've been mixing it with Nude Sticks Nudies All Over Face Color in the nude. And actually will mix it on my hand, so I'll just put like a ton of this and then a squirt of the cloud paint on top of it.
Okay, so for blush I'm gonna use RMS Lip to Cheek and Promise.
Bronzer, I'm using the Bare Minerals Contour Palette, and I'm going to use just the darker two colors.
And for bronzer I'm gonna use this Chanel Soleil de Tan, and just mixing it. Okay, so I just finished with the Soleil de Tan by Chanel. And then for contour, I'm gonna use this Tom Ford with a beauty blender I just wetted.
Highlighter, I'm going back in with the Glossier Play again, and I thought that this was going to be too pink, but I actually really like the Platinum Rose for my skin tone.
I am gonna go with this Lancome Custom Highlight Drop in Rose Gold.
And I just dab this on like that, and then a little bit on my lip, and then I'll use my finger to blend it out. Then I'll use a little bit of the excess on my nose and my chin. Alright, for my lips, I actually don't know what color that I want to use for this. I think I might mix 2 lip liners. The Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Pink Venus and Iconic Nude. Obsessed with this line of lip liners because they just like make your lips look nice and big and plump.
So I am going to use Rosy by Autograph lip liner.
And I'm actually going to use the lighter color of the Lip Cheat to kind of create some lines in my lips to be a bit more like how Rosie's are, because she's very, she's got very plump lips. Okay.
So this is our look, guys.
It's like very interesting how Danny's is so vibrant and mine is a lot more like subdued. I think it shows off our personalities really well, and it's—
Does it?
Yeah. I think it's just such a good like embodiment of like how we like to do makeup, how we kind of like are. I think it's really cute.
So, well, guys, I hope you really liked having me around on Jess's YouTube channel.
And thank you so much for watching.
Yes.
I'll see you in the next one. Mwah.
Subscribe down below. Yeah! I've always wanted to say that. Subscribe and like down below somewhere. Or is it up? No, it's down. It's down. Yes, subscribe down below. Have a good day, guys.
Mwah.
Ciao. Mwah.